In the last 4 years, I've helped hundreds of international students to build successful careers in the UK. My clients landed visa-sponsored jobs in technology, finance, engineering, public and fashion, among other sectors. Also, I've been an international student myself, and I got a job back in the day with a visa sponsorship in HR and financial industry. And I have noticed that international students that manage to build successful long-term careers in the UK all have several things in common. So I'm going to share 6 factors that I believe are very important for career success in the UK if you are an international student. Let's go. The first thing is optimistic mindset, and I know that probably sounds very generic, but let me explain. It's not about just being positive and optimistic without a reason, but it is believing that you deserve a chance to get a job in the UK. It is talking to people that already got there instead of focusing on negative assumptions. I meet so many people that tell me, why would they give me a job offer? How can I compete? I can never stand out. No one wants marketing professionals nowadays. Everyone wants engineers, and so on. This kind of thinking is going to slow you down. Your brain is giving you reasons to give up. And if you're going to listen to them and listen to that voice that is saying, oh, maybe UK is not right for you, you're going to give up and you're not going to get there. So the mindset is super important. The second thing that is super important for career success in the UK is long-term career plan. Let me explain. A lot of people that come to the UK, they don't take enough time to choose a course properly and realize how it fits together into the long-term plan. I've seen profiles that are so random. You do one course, then you move to another, you have different internships that don't match together, and it can work out. But if you have a coherent profile, let's say you have built that story why you are here today, why this course was important for you, and your work experience, courses, and everything you have done all fits together, it's much easier to sell yourself in the market. So a lot of my successful clients, they knew exactly what kind of jobs they want to get, or at least the sector, before they even came to the UK. And also all the things they have done around the course or the experience they got, short-term or long-term, also help them towards that goal. I'm not saying you have to be completely on track and do 2 accounting courses and accounting internships to get into accounting, but at least if you are doing something, you have to be doing intentionally. If you are doing a particular qualification, why? What kind of goals do you have in mind? And you have to play the long-term game. If you need to build your profile, you need to use a graduate visa wisely and also your time on a student visa wisely to really fit into that long-term career goals that you have. Number 3 is dedication and consistency. And I'm not being unrealistic. I don't expect you to apply for 5 hours a day for jobs all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I understand how difficult it is when you are studying. Maybe you're working part-time. You have to have fun. You're a student. You're young. Of course, that's not going to be possible, though some people do it. But consistency means that at least every week you're doing something towards your career goals. It means that you are staying on track. You're not, again, in your pessimistic state and, you apply for one job, get a rejection, and for 3 weeks you don't do anything, or for 3 months. You are dedicated despite the difficulties and rejections you have faced. You're dedicated despite the negative news about immigration in the UK, and you stay consistent. If it's a few months, great. If it's a year, also great. If it's 2 years and it takes you to find a job, for some people it does take 2 years to get a sponsored job of active searching, you should be consistent, you should show up, you should work towards your goals. If that's just several hours per week, let's say 3 hours per week, but you actually do it every single week, you'll definitely get there because you've been consistent and you've obviously spend your time not just browsing through LinkedIn and looking for a magic answer to all your problems, but actually making applications and taking active steps to get a job in the UK. Number 4 is communication skills. And I'm not talking about your accent or the rich vocabulary you have. I'm talking about ability to communicate effectively. That means delivering your thoughts, ideas to whoever is interviewing you, but also being polite, integrating into a cultural aspect of a job or the environment, and just being able to demonstrate your enthusiasm, motivation, your understanding of the sector. I have worked with some people that don't have the right tone and intonation, or language, body language. That's also a communication skill. Some people that are very confident and they have amazing English, native level, but they fail to deliver their ideas. And there are different ways to improve the communication skills, but it's super important. No matter if you're an engineer or if you are a programmer or a doctor, no matter your industry you go into, it's very important to be able to communicate clearly. And regarding your accent or communication or whatever, it's not the problem that you're making mistakes or you don't sound like a native speaker, but you have to speak clearly. If people don't understand you, that's going to be also hard for them to hire you, because they obviously want to communicate freely with their employee or their team member. It's not about the accent, it's about clarity of communication. Work on it, prepare interview questions, get out your comfort zone, work on it with a tutor if you need to, but strong communication skills are going to get you far. And I think that's one of the reasons why I got a sponsored job in the first place, because I was working a lot on my communication skills. Nowadays, you have to do so many video interviews for us before you even get to the assessment center. Assessment center, it's all about talking, delivering, talking in a team, delivering presentations. All interviews are basically you talking, right? So you better start talking properly as soon as possible. Before we move to next key success factors, I want to tell you that I have created this job searching plan for international students in the UK. It's completely free. It tells you exactly step-by-step process you should follow to get a job in the UK, and it breaks it down into each stage. I really hope you check it out, download it using the link in description of this video. Number 5 is ability to improve and accept feedback. It kind of ties with other points already covered, but a lot of international students, again, accept that they're not getting a job just because of the visa, or just because the industry is not right, or because people are mean or not open-minded to hire internationals. But quite often it is actually their performance, their skills, their profile, or something to do with them as a candidate. Yes, there are rejections because of the visa. That's a reality. But if you are performing strong in an interview and you have the strong communication skills or other skills, you have way bigger chance to negotiate your visa. So you do have to accept feedback from whoever you are talking to. Maybe you're working with a career consultant like me, maybe with the career services of your university, maybe from your friends, maybe from your mentors or whatever. You have to understand that sometimes if you didn't get a job or you didn't pass the interview, it's not because of the visa. It might be because of your performance, and you have to work on your feedback and you have to improve yourself, because as you know, we have to compete. As you know, we have to be exceptional to be hired, and that is life even in your home country. Let's move to number 6, which is prioritization of goals and time management skills. It is really hard to prioritize your career when you're an international student, because you probably have some financial goals or financial pressures, like having a part-time job, or working on your graduate visa while you're in UK, or maybe having a loan that you have taken out for your university fees, or your parents putting pressure on you. You obviously have to study for your course, for your dissertation, and so on. You have some social pressures to hang out with friends, maybe date, and so on. But if your main goal is to build a long-term career in the UK, you have to be reflecting this in the amount of time that you spend on this goal. I've talked about this on TikTok, on Instagram Reels, but I quite often work with international students one-to-one, and I realize that they tell me, Valeria, for me, the most important thing is to get a job in the UK with a sponsor. Then we start working, and then they work 5 days a week. They're super tired. They come to one meeting, super exhausted, apply for 2 jobs a week. And then I'm asking them, are you sure this is your goal? Because you're not putting proportionally enough time to this goal as it is important for you. I know it's really hard to manage, but you have to really prioritize the right things. You can't be prioritizing a job that is not going to lead to sponsorship. You can't be prioritizing social events all the time. I don't think that you have to give up on your life or part-time jobs completely. So for example, for me, it's really important to grow this YouTube channel, but I spend time working with clients, reviewing CVs, and not filming videos. How am I going to grow this YouTube channel if I'm not putting my focus on this thing. The same with the job search. It's not going to fall into your hands. You have to actually dedicate time to it. Bonus number 7 is networking and being proactive with your job search. I talk over and over again about LinkedIn and how important it is. So please make sure that you're not just applying and waiting for miracles to happen. You're taking matters into your hands. You're connecting with people, you're following up on applications, you're asking for referrals if necessary, building a professional network, you're talking to people that are already in that dream jobs that you have. One of the ways to do that is obviously through LinkedIn or events, but also through GradCircle, our career platform for international students. Check it out. We have launched it in January 2024 and I'm so excited to see you inside. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!